Graff-Reinet is one of the country's oldest towns. Its name is part of how many here describe home. Now, that name is changing, and the shift is landing differently across the community. The decision to change the town's name has opened old wounds and new debates.
The vast majority of residents of Graff-Reinet, of all population groups, black, white, coloured, are opposed to the name change. And secondly, government policy dictates that it's not desirable that a town be named after an individual.
For us, we are not emotional anymore. We passed that stage. It's almost 30 years after.
Right, let's talk about how this town came to be, because some people don't know or just forgot. Graaf-Reinet was officially created in 1786 by the Dutch East India Company, the VOC. But people were already living there way before the trekboers got there. The then Graaf-Reinet area, which was a district, had indigenous communities with land, their own livestock, and their own ways of life. Cattle and grazing land were their wealth. Then settler farmers moved into the region on orders of the Cape Colony, expanding the Cape Colony and looking for more grazing land. And as they pushed further inland to the east, conflict grew because they found people there. They were called commandos, armed settlers. Livestock were taken, people were killed, and San, specifically Kham communities, were attacked over many years. Camps were destroyed, the animals were killed, and many people were wiped out or just forced to move. Now, after settlers had already moved into the area, the Dutch East India Company, or the VOC, created the district to control what was happening in the frontier. Conflict upon conflict. So the town didn't grow to be this peaceful settlement or this boring town that it is today. It grew from expansion, fighting, and the loss of land. Something else also happened. The settlers, the trekboers themselves, later rebelled against the VOC. Why? Because they refused to pay taxes and tried to run their own republic in 1795. So from the start, this place was shaped by three main things: land expansion and dispossession, violent conflict, and political rebellion. And it was here where the Kham, known as the San, were nearly killed to extinction. What we see as Graaf-Reinet today is as a result of that history. Now, many people in the region today descend from the Kham and Xhosa communities, which amalgamated together, who were displaced, absorbed into colonial society, or reclassified under apartheid. And over time, people build new identities. That also means that the people who share the same deep history don't always share the same memory of it.